Hey guys, Blacklight here, and today this is my third attempt actually recording this video. I've had some technical problems the first two times, but I'm going to try to show you how to build a piston elevator. And my goal with this elevator was to make it simple to make, and as well effective. Like, I wanted to have a fairly large advantage over using a ladder. And if you just heard a beep in the video, I'm sorry about that, but I don't know if it got picked up by Fraps, but I apologize if you could hear that. So as you can see here, when I press this, the elevator shoots me up, and I'm not gonna time this exactly, but you could tell that was pretty fast. And here's how long it takes to get to the top of this building on a ladder, and keeps on hearing beeps, and my printer's going crazy. It turns on randomly, and as you can see, that took a lot longer. Shut up, printer. Printer, don't make me come over there. Okay, you're gonna get it. Off. Yeah, how does it make you feel? Alright. So I'm actually gonna build one for you right now on camera. So you can see step by step exactly how to make this. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to build. No, I don't want to place that block, sorry. You're gonna want to just place any block you want. You're gonna want to place a sticky piston facing outward, like towards you. On top of that, block, sticky piston, block, sticky piston, and just repeat this until you have it as high as you want. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll make it 10, 8, 9, and then 10. And let's do the same for this side, but opposite. So where we had a block before, we're placing a sticky piston, and where we had a sticky piston, we're gonna place a block. And there we go. Now you're going to want to take, you can use sticky pistons or regular pistons for this. It actually doesn't matter. But if you don't have unlimited items, I would suggest using regular pistons so you don't waste any materials. And you're going to want to take blocks and place blocks where you had blocks before. So just place them right there. And so all the faces of the sticky piston should be showing. And you're going to want to place regular pistons facing upward in all the gaps. Just like so, and I don't want to fall. There we go. And so you should have something that looks roughly like this. Next, you're going to want to take some more, just any block you want, and you're going to want to make this kind of pattern. Alright, just like this. And you're going to want to do this all the way up, alternating sides, obviously. Whatever side the pistons happen to be on. Just all the way up. And I think I'm going to just do that, and I'll cut it out of the recording so you don't have to watch. And so I'll see you in a second. Alright, so as you can see, I've built this all the way up. And next, you're going to want to take some redstone and some repeaters, and I'm actually just going to move the repeater right next to the redstone in my inventory, and place redstone and the repeaters in this type of fashion. And the important thing when placing the repeater is to make sure it's facing that way. So if you're facing your elevator from the front, this is the front of the elevator, you want it to be facing that way. And you're going to want to click each repeater you place down once. I'll explain that later. It'd be kind of difficult to explain it right now because it involves what we're going to be building a little bit later. So just do that all the way up on both sides. And I'm going to cut this out of the recording as well so you don't have to watch me do this. Alright, so I've placed all of that redstone, and it is crucial to make sure that those repeaters are ticked back. If they are not, your elevator, it will not work. So the next step is to delay this whole thing, and when I say that, I mean these pistons can't just all fire off at once. It has to happen in sequence. Like if we come over here, you can see that they fire off like one after another, and some of them it's hard to tell, like two right next to each other, but there is a small delay in between, and that small delay is what allows you to be pushed up. So we're going to be making that delay right now, and something you're going to want to do here is just place 3 or 4 blocks. I think I'll just do 3 for this example. And the higher you go, the more blocks you're going to need to place, just because you're going to need to place more repeaters. And you're going to want to alternate blocks that you place this on, just for the 2 closest ones to the edge. Just as you're seeing now. It's a little hard to explain, but you can see it happening on camera, so you understand what I'm saying. Just like that, and you're going to want to do this for both sides. Just like so. And all the way up to the top. And so your elevator should look like this right now. Now you're going to want to do something I like to call making a torch tower. And what this is a redstone torch tower is, I'll just do it with grass blocks, doesn't really matter. Basically allows you to easily and space efficiently carry redstone pulse upward. And the problem with these towers is that every other block has a different pulse. So this one's powered, this one's unpowered, and this one's powered. So what we're going to do to counter that is we're actually going to make 2 towers. And not over here. We're going to make it over here, over there. But it's just to show you. That the pulse is opposite on. So you can see every single block has a powered and unpowered. And so we can choose from which one we want. And in this case, we're going to be drawing from the unpowered one. And if that didn't make too much sense to you, you'll see what I'm saying in just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and tear this down because we don't need it. So we're going to do the same thing over here. And the blocks we're going to place the torches on are actually not quite placed yet. On every single level, you're going to want to place a block on the side that you didn't put it on. Just like that. So it makes kind of like an L shape. And I'm going to do that over here as well. Just like that. And I think I'll build it on this side first because it is a bit simpler to understand. Just place torches all the way up. And not there. And here's a very important step. You'll notice that they're the same on every level, the 2 torches, and we need them to be opposite. And what we want is we want this one to be unpowered. And how do I know I want this one to be unpowered? Because that's the one that's connecting to our whole system. And as you can see, I'm going to be showing, looking at this one for reference, so you guys can see what the because this is a final product right here. In the default state, they're all like back in the wall, just as they are over here. So the default state needs to be unpowered. But if we connected this together, it's automatically in the powered state, and that we don't want that. So we're just going to take those out. And as you can see, that's what the repeaters do. They allow this repeater right here allows this one to be pulled back and pulled back in. And I could explain why this happens. If you mess with it enough, you'll understand. But for now, just know that that's what that does, and it does it quite well. So next we need to invert the pulse. And since we want this one to be off, we're going to place a block right there. Redstone torch. And a piece of redstone. As you notice, the block, or the torch, becomes unpowered. You're just going to want to hook up this side as well, but with an opposite signal. So as you can see, they are now opposite, and every single area where it actually connects to the elevator, the torch is automatically off. So we're going to want to do the same over here. And it's getting kind of dark. I'm going to make sure my brightness is all the way up. Yes, it is. You guys should be able to see. And especially since I'm working with redstone. Place torches all the way up. And we're going to come back down, and as you notice, this is elevated above the ground. So we just need a simple solution to that. And once again, we need to invert one of the pulses, which in this case needs to be this side, because that's the side that's going to connect to the elevator. So there you go. And you also need to, I almost forgot to do this. That would not have been good. Connect these up. And an important thing here is, you see this repeater, click it once. And it has to be the side that's elevated above the ground. And that just has to do with the kind of delay you need on these. Because obviously this piston needs to fire off after this one. But if the repeaters are set to the same, they'll fire off at the same time and the elevator won't work. So that's why you do that. Now you're almost done. Now you just need to set the delays up. The first layer on both sides doesn't need any delay, because it's just the first layer. and that's what we're actually delaying from. That's our baseline. The second one, you're going to want to place one repeater right next to the torch and click it once, and then put a piece of redstone down. And I always accidentally double click that, meaning to just kind of tap and go slowly upward, but it always makes me fall back down again. Next layer, you're going to want to place a repeater, just one, once again, and make it fully back, so you're going to want to click it 3 times, and then connect it. Next layer, 2 repeaters, one of them clicked all the way back, and one of them clicked once. And then up here, we're going to want to place both repeaters and click them both all the way back. And if you want to build it any higher than this, how you know how much to click them back is every time you go up, you need to click the repeaters 2 more times. And placing a repeater counts as a click as well. So if you have a fully clicked back repeater, if you need to add 2 more clicks to the next one, you're going to place back a fully pulled back repeater and place one, which counts as a click, and click it once. So that's 2 more. So that's how you figure out the timing. And our elevator's almost good to go. Actually, it basically is. Now we just need to add a barrier, because in this state as it is, if the piston elevator fires off, it wants to push you out before it wants to push you up. And so if you don't have a barrier like this, you'll just get pushed off right away, and the elevator will just take off without you. So we need to actually, I should probably show you this before I move on. Where there is no piston on the ground level, place a block, because that's where you're going to be standing to start this whole thing. And I actually had a failed experiment down there, so I'll just cover that up. And because you're going to be standing here when it gets fired off. So now you're going to want to make the guard rail thing, and you need an opening for yourself to get in, obviously. Just build that to the top. And you can make it out of any material. It does not have to be glass, but I'm using glass. Because it allows you to see the pistons moving if you're not in the elevator. And so there we go. Got ourselves a nice little guardrail. Just gonna place that right like that. Alright. And just a little bit more, just to be safe. Alright. So now we just need to hook up these 2 sides together. And I actually want it a little closer, so just like this. And all the way to here. And hopefully these reach. I hope they do. And if they don't, I'll just have to extend the pulse a little, but yeah. Alright. So now we're going to want to build something that looks like an upside down T. And this is so that the button's a little up higher. It makes it easier for us to press. And to check if the pulse is reaching, we're just going to place a button on this side, and I'm going to click it. And it looks like it's reaching both sides. As you can see, our piston elevator worked well. We're going to hop in this time and see if it carries us up. Because if I messed up the repeaters anywhere, it has the potential to make this whole thing fail. Just like that. So I must have messed up the timing somewhere along here. Just one repeater could mess up the whole thing. I was having this, this problem one time I did this. Oh, I didn't connect this side. Did I even add a delay on this side? I didn't even do the delay on this side. Well, there's my problem. So, yeah. That would be a very big problem. So I'm just going to add the delays real quick. I'm sorry for that. I don't know how I forgot that. I guess because I've done this a few times already. That's the phone ringing. I apologize for that. Hopefully someone picks it up quickly. Alright, just gonna do the same as I did on the other side here. Repeaters in the same fashion. Oops. Alright. And these 2 need to be placed at. Jeez, no one picking up the phone? Alright, there we go. So now that should work. I'm just going to double check to make sure all these are connected because I would really stink if it wasn't. Alright. Now this should work. And if we hop in, we should be all set. I don't know how I forgot that. As you can see, we got shot up to the top. And bam, that's how you make an elevator. You can make this look as nice as you want. You can just pause this video at certain intervals if you're making your own version of this. And a quick way to get down, instead of having to jump down the shaft, you can put a pool in the back, as you can see I did over here. and you can make it look fancy. I personally like how redstone looks, so I just have glass walls here. But yeah, that's how you make an elevator. Wow, that looks a lot nicer than this. This one looks a lot nicer than this one. That's how you make a piston elevator. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps you out. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day. Bye.